You got right.
iPad kids, new species of children created by millennials. Some even call them monsters. There's a new wave of Gen Z videos complaining about their experiences with kids addicted to their iPads, raised by tablet nannies, phones, and other types of devices. Let me show you what I'm talking about, but before I do, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell so you stay informed about the new daily Freddo videos. And as you know already, we are on Patreon now, linked in my profile, so if you feel like contributing, go ahead and check out all the benefits you get. All tiers are the same, everyone benefits equally and contributes what they are comfortable with. Thank you either way for being here and watching my videos. I appreciate you all. Have a look at this clip. It's a guy who went to a restaurant and sat next to a family. Events transpire.
I was at this Italian restaurant with two of my friends when this family of 6 walks into the door with the most rambunctious kids. They're just screaming and crying the whole time. And that family gets sat right next to our table. And honestly, at first, I didn't think anything of it. It was just like kids being kids and the parents would eventually get a handle on it. So I kind of ignored it at the beginning. Bro, these kids just kept crying and screaming. The waiter actually told the parents that a table from across the restaurant complained about the noise. The mom pulls out this bionic looking backpack and takes out 3 iPads for the 3 kids. What's even crazier is, as the mom was getting the iPads out, one of the kids starts going, skibbity bum bum, yes, yes, yes. The other 2 kids follow along as if it was like a ritual chant as the iPads come out of the backpack. The mom has to unplug all of the iPads from her backpack because I guess it's a charging backpack that she takes everywhere with her. Then hands the iPads over to what I think is a nanny. The nanny then hands out all of the iPads to the kids. I guess the parents didn't even want to seem like they were raising these children. One of the little rats of kids starts playing the Skibbity Toilet YouTube video on full volume. And you'd think the parents would reprimand the kid for that. But no, the parents tell the nanny to give the kid headphones so he can listen to it on his own.
Yeah, I think we've all witnessed similar situation in one way or another. Toddlers are crazy already, just because they are toddlers, just because they are dealing with all these big feelings and suddenly they want to challenge you and test your patience in every way possible. Add an iPad or any tablet basically to the equation, it's a disaster. Here are a few comments on the video. I speak for everyone in the food business, waiter, busboy, fast food, when I say iPad kids are everywhere and they all have the same handle case. Every generation says, in my day. I wonder what iPad kids in my day will be. This one, curious how it's like for teachers having to teach iPad kids. And the answer is, watch TikTok of a teacher. They leave their jobs because of the kids. Yep, I did that video as well. You can watch it right here. And this one, why is the term iPad kids instead of iPad parents? Dun dun dun. It's iPad parents that introduced this form of entertainment to their kids. And don't get me wrong, everything is fine in the right amount. But it seems that kids nowadays get unlimited screen time. iPad is just an extension of their hands and it can really damage their development. Some time ago, I saw this heartbreaking video. Have a look. This kid is scrolling in his sleep and looks super distressed. Too much of this technology is not good for them. We know it, yet somehow it is still being done to these kids. Vice wrote, iPad kids are getting out of hand. Millennials are raising bizarre and terribly behaved children glued to screens. Can Gen Z flip the script? Ryan Lowy is a child and adolescent psychotherapist and spokesperson for the Association of Child Psychotherapists. When she watched the iPad kid call-out videos, she felt the stirrings of hope that perhaps Gen Z will be better equipped to parent in the digital age. The issue with screens is not that they are terrible in themselves, but that they are being used as babysitters and to shut children up. This means they're not playing or engaging with the world around them, or being included in conversations. Really importantly, she adds, it means they are not learning the basic skills of patience and containing themselves long enough to manage something difficult or frustrating. So basically the iPad kids' parents are failing in letting their kids learn how to be patient, how to regulate their emotions, basically how to interact properly with humans in different social situations. Here is another viral TikTok addressing the parents.
I need everybody else in my generation to promise that we are not going to raise iPad children. I just saw a TikTok from some millennial, and she was like, here's a message to Gen Z. You might make fun of us, but watch out. We're raising the next generation, and they're going to eat you up. Your kids can't read, okay? You're raising Gen Alpha. They're bizarre and terribly behaved. Y'all bred iPad children. You have been shoving media and screens in these kids' faces since birth. They probably have no imagination because their brain hasn't actually been forced to come up with any original thought. Gen Z, please, when we are older, don't give your kids iPads at the dinner table. People are gonna come at me and be like, oh, you're 21. What do you know about being a parent? I don't know. I look at kids and they're like terribly behaved. I saw a TikTok of a girl talking about how she was a summer camp for a bunch of like Gen Alpha kids, and they were like the most poorly behaved kids she's ever seen in their entire lives. We have to right a wrong, guys. We have to make our kids normal, please.
Obviously, the guy in the video doesn't have kids. He, of course, has no idea about struggles of parenthood, but that doesn't make what he's saying invalid. Someone said, I love when people talk about things like they've experienced the battles of parenthood, but they are like 12. Love it. Okay, let's be real here. Obviously, this topic is not about parents who make sure their kids have plenty of other activities, learn and thrive, and occasionally watch a cartoon on an iPad. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about parents who don't parent and instead shove an iPad in their kids' tiny hands and expect them to become reasonable human beings, completely on their own. There is a huge difference in controlled amount of screen time and unlimited amount of screen time. Huge difference. Someone else commented, I toured all the primary schools here. All of them had children on screens with headphones on. Crazy. iPad and headphones, completely isolated from reality, from what's going on. And if you need more proof that technology is destroying your kids and making them impossible to deal with, there are plenty of articles talking about teachers who quit their jobs mainly because they can't deal with the kids anymore. Because said kids get hooked on those tablets and other devices as early as 1 year old. Look at this.
This might be a controversial topic, but I'm going to tell you guys why we got our 1-year-old an iPad for Christmas. Honestly, this was supposed to be her gift last year, but I still wasn't willing to do so because I did feel extreme mom guilt. Technology is literally their future. Play on iPads, they read on iPads, they do their work on iPads. And as long as there's balance, iPads are not a negative thing.
Completely insane. 1-year-olds get excited by Tupperware. They don't need tablets. Back to the teachers' struggles. Medium wrote, across the country, teachers are finding that this generation of young students is strikingly different. Aside from the pandemic, the NEA found that over 75% of teachers say that student behavioral issues are a serious issue. Really. Teachers like Stacey Sawyer, a 30-year lifelong teacher, are leaving the profession due to a lack of consequences for chronic absenteeism and misbehavior. Here is a take on it from a millennial teacher.
Y'all are saying that Gen Z is making fun of millennials for raising iPad kids, right? I don't care if I'm a millennial teacher or not. I have to join in with Gen Z here and saying that y'all are raising some kids that are extremely hard to deal with. Is it really that we're being bullied by Gen Z, like they're bullying us about mom jeans? Or is it that from a third party perspective, we're being called out for some poor parenting choices and we just don't want to hear it? We always like to clown on boomers for not having any emotional capacity to take criticism because of their parenting choices. But y'all need to step back and realize that you're doing the exact same thing. I'm a millennial teacher that has taught millennials, Gen Z, and now Gen Alpha. And I can tell you that screen time and the lack of restrictions around screen time has 100% affected their academic performance, the way that they function in the classroom, and their social skills.
Imagine the kids that spend their childhoods on those devices, get very little or no time outside. They don't play imaginative games, toys are pointless, there is no coloring books, and they don't develop motor skills. There is just so much that they are missing out on, and the implications are tragic for them and for people who have to deal with them. But there is a pushback from the parents who defend their iPad kids. Can you believe it? Glamour wrote, people without children are now complaining about iPad kids. Please be quiet. It says in real life, not TikTok, many moms are using screen time because of an actual need. Crucially, almost every mom I know personally has a full-time job where they have to go into an office multiple days a week, as do I. I put Elmo on YouTube on the mornings when I need to get ready for work. My husband leaves before I do and before my nanny arrives. And my daughter isn't always satisfied with her toys. Trust me, I already feel conflicted enough turning on the TV or the iPad to distract her when she really just wants me to hold and pay attention to her, and I can't because I have to go to work. Now I get to go on TikTok for work and set job and see some 20-year-olds smugly telling me I am ruining her brain as well. Fun. This is not what Gen Z videos, the articles, and myself are referring to. Believe me, I know the struggle of trying to get ready in the morning or trying to keep 2 toddlers under control when out in a restaurant. The thing is, we have to make time to teach them correct behavior instead of just muting them with a tablet. I once read a mother's post about how she won't do the house chores with their kids. She won't let them get involved because she usually has so much to do that they just slow her down. And someone answered, maybe that's the point. Maybe just slow down. Teach your toddler to get ready by themselves in the morning. Will it take forever to learn? Yes. Will it be worth it? Hell yeah. Teach your kids why they have to get up in the morning, get ready, eat their food, behave at the restaurant, get them involved in those things. Show them, teach them. They will get it at some point. It requires your patience, not an iPad screen. But of course, as usual, I want to know what you guys think. Is it okay for kids to use iPads or phones at such a young age? Do you think people on TikTok are right for calling this style of parenting out? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please like and share it. You won't miss any new Daily Freddo content if you just go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching. That's all for today. Have a good one.
Y'all are saying that Gen Z is making fun of millennials for raising iPad kids, right?
It's so sad, darling. It's so sad.